Olushi Onigbesa royal family has appealed to Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, to stop the chairman of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, Mr. Misiliu Akisanya, popularly known as MC Oluomo, from soliciting to become the Oba of Oshodi or laying claim to the Obaship stool. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Unto what now? Can you imagine? Can you imagine the impunity? Of course, they will be compensated. I could remember what the deputy governor, Hamzat, was talking about one time, that this issue of all this Agbero cannot be stopped. It cannot be stopped. What does that tell you? So this guy is lobbying to become an Oba. Hey, hey. Wonder shall never end. The head of the Olushi Onigbesa royal family, Kabiru Eyanton, said this on Wednesday during a press briefing. Eyanton said MC Oluomo was not eligible to the throne of the Oba of Oshodi. He added that the move by the NURTW boss could lead to breakdown of law and order and bloodshed in Oshodi community. He said the attention of the Olushi Onigbesa royal family of Oshodi, Awori Kingdom, has been drawn to the picture of Alhaji Musiliu Ayinde Akisanya, aka MC Oluomo, chairman NURTW, in Lagos State, circulated on numerous social media platforms, where he was dressed in traditional kingly attire intended for an Oba in Yoruba land. Our attention has also been drawn to the trending videos and news in social and conventional media, with reference to the message delivered by a first-class Oba in Ikorodu division at the coronation anniversary of Oniba of Iba Kingdom in Iba Town, Ikeja division, on the issue of intended aspiration of Akisanya to become Oba of Oshodi. We plead with the Lagos State government to avert communal crisis, breakdown of law and order and bloodshed in Oshodi community if urgent action is not taken by our proactive and peace-loving governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, to stop MC Oluomo from soliciting to become the Oba of Oshodi or laying claim to the Obaship stool. To put the record straight, we state that the Tribunal of Inquiry into Chieftaincy matters in respect of the upgrading Baale of Oshodi to first-class Obaship status was set up by Lagos State government and lasted between January 2003 and December 2008, and the tribunal recommended that the Olushi Onigbesa royal family of Oshodi land is the only family eligible and entitled to the stool of Oba of Oshodi. Alhaji Akisanya is not a member of the Olushi Onigbesa royal family in Oshodi land and has no right to be the Oba of Oshodi stool, and therefore is not eligible to aspire or to be appointed to the stool of Oba of Oshodi, he added. However, the media aide to Musiliu Akisanya, Mr. Sunday Moses, said MC Oluomo would brief the media over the issue on Sunday. You know, at times when I see this the governor of Lagos State, that is my mind. That is the way I feel. I don't really feel that man is really in charge of Lagos. I just feel that the guy is just somebody who is just being put there, that is running an errand for somebody. That is just the way I feel it. Whether as a governor, whether he has that power to do some things, even if he was supported by some people, I don't understand. That's the way I always feel when I see him. The guy is just a good guy that can make things happen. Go to this place, go and do this, and he will deliver for you. But for him to have that power, that political will as a governor, I don't usually see him as one who has that. That's the way I see. That's the way I always feel. Because for this man to be lobbying for this Obaship or this kingship, that means they must have gone far. They must have gone far. So the NURTW that is in charge of is not enough for him. I think that was a time it was rumored that he wanted to become the governor. He would like to become the governor of Lagos State. We know that maybe all those ones are still in cooler. Let's wait and see what happens. At least by next year, we'll know where all of those things are gearing to. Maybe he has seen that that one will not work. He wants to divert to this kingship of a thing. Do you know how many Obas that we have? I'm just even digressing from this whole thing. Whether it's qualified or not qualified, that one is a different thing. Let this Olushi, let them iron that out. One thing is that, do you know how many Obas that we have? I never knew until recently that we have legions. Let me use that word, legions of Obas. And what are they supposed to be doing? Because before this democracy of a thing came on board, these Obas were the ones that were custodians of all, the custodian of the tradition in all tribes and locations or localities. But since the emergence of a democracy and what have you, these guys have been, these Obas, they have been so kind of incapacitated. But most of the time, you see politicians using them, they think that ordinarily they are supposed to be closer to the people. They are supposed to be closer to the people, even when it comes to politically whatever. These so-called, what do they call them? Councillors. They are supposed to be closer to the people. When you want to talk about the democracy, they are supposed to be closer to the people, but reverse is the case. They are not closer to the people. It is only the governor that's supposed to be closer to the people, which of course is not going to, is not really trickling down to an average person or to local areas in every community we have in this country. So ordinarily, the governor and the Obas are supposed to be they're supposed to be on the same level, but because of the way democracy has come, they have really relegated the power of these Obas. The Obas ordinarily they are supposed to be closer to the people, but I don't think so. Not that I don't think so, because you don't even know whether they exist. They don't even exist. They themselves, they are in the payrolls of the governors of the government. So they don't even care. It's only when you hear some kind of thing. That's why people don't even respect them. People don't even know that they exist. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I don't even know that, oh, there are so many. And all of them are in payroll of the government. These guys, they want to change a lot of things. And that's why you hear a lot of people crying here and there that most of these Obas, those who have been given this chieftaincy title or whatever, they are not even consulted. Oracles were not consulted. They are just doing the politically. Some governor can just like, I put you there, I remove you, which is not supposed to be. And that is why you see that all of them, they are not really traditional the way they ought to be. And that's why we are having problems. You begin to ask yourself, what is not the essence, what is the benefit of all these Obas in the recess? What is the essence of this thing? What is their usefulness to the people in the first place? Oba this, Oba here and there, nothing to show for it. Those who are even collecting the money, who are custodians of the treasury of the country at various levels, what are they doing? They are doing nothing. If an ordinary Agbero tat can become Agbero king, whose children schooled abroad, courtesy of Kingmaker of Lagos State, why won't he aspire to be king? But these wicked elders like Ishak should stop blaming the youth. The youth are seeing the wicked, violent, atrocious, and corrupt way the elders are making money and deciding for them. They are leaning faster and know that money is everything in Nigeria. At least that is what they learned from the wicked and corrupt politicians. So the youth would want to surpass their elders and fathers. So if you want the youth to be responsible, the elders like Jagaban and co must stop enriching themselves anyhow and promoting violence and thugs. And that is it. Even though he is from the royal home, as his conduct in the public royal, is he qualified for that exalted position, an Oba in an ambassador, and such position should not be delegated to a glorified area father. Let him reform the attitudes of drivers and Agberu before aspiring to any position. Of course, the mindset of the people. Wonders they say shall never end. This one, he get a bill. Someone who can only stop him. If Tinubu approves, the big man is still very relevant to Tinubu in coming election, as he will need to fight to maintain his stronghold of Lagos State in the elections. The area big boy has his 101% loyalty to Tinubu only, and is ever ready to do anything that Tinubu wants. They shouldn't even make that out a king. That, like I said, that I don't even think that the governor has any say in the first place. I don't see him like that. So guys, let us hear your opinion on this matter, because now wow, from Kwara to Lagos State, if you want to be king, you are not from the royal family now. So from Kwara again, anything can happen with all this impunity going on. It's unfortunate that Lagosians are the real people that call themselves Lagosians. They are set back